back. Okay. Alex C, back pocket. Okay.
Hey, boys. All right. Use your voice all day. Use your voice, okay? Swannaroos on 3. 1, 2, 3. Swannaroos. Go, boys. 1, 2, 3.
Strong in that order was fantastic.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the USAFL Nationals presented by Tasmanian. Coming to you live from the live music capital of the world, Austin, Texas. We are here at Onion Creek Sports Complex here in Austin, where the teams from across the country have gathered to determine this year's 2024 USAFL champions. My name is Heater, and I'm your host for this match we've got today. We're all set for the Quebec Saints taking on the DC Eagles, the women's teams from both clubs here on this absolutely gorgeous day here at Austin. Dry, bluebird, cloudless blue sky. Conditions should be absolutely ideal for a hard game of footy. Very dry, unlike it was early this morning, so the dew has all dried off. So I think we're going to have the skills on display today. As the final instructions from the coaches, final inspiring words from the captains, all happening here in the middle of the ground. While they're taking care of all of that, I want to thank Tasmania and the Quiet Pursuit of the Extraordinary, one of our sponsors today. We've got so many more, and we couldn't do it without these great sponsors. Cooper's Beer, Australian made and owned. We love that beer. We're going to have a lot of it later on this afternoon and tomorrow for sure. Both teams now getting their places. All the paperwork is done. All the chess pieces have been moved around as we're waiting for our umpires to do the center bounce. A few last-minute instructions from the umpire, making sure everything is ready to go. Whistle is blown, and we are off. Center bounce, big tap from the women's player there, kicked forward into the attacking 50, gathered and quickly wrapped up. Ball spills down. Looks like it's just bouncing around as everybody kind of gets their bearings. A big kick into the goal square. A nice bump by the DC player there, the fullback, just to make sure that the full forward could not get a clean purchase on the ball. Rolling into the pocket, wrapped up again as soon as she and it dropped, and it looks like it rolled out of bounds. I believe holding the ball was the call. So DC Eagles getting the first kick of the game. Big kick just down the wing, almost cut off by the Quebec player. Gathered. Nice roving by that Quebec player, number 11. And looks like out on the full was the call. Yes, it was. Kicked out on the full. And as we know, ladies and gentlemen, when you kick the ball over the boundary line without it being touched, it's a free kick to the other side. So kicking out of defense, DC Eagles, a low kick. The mark taken by number 27. Nice short little kick. Lots of leads, lots of movement around the ground, trying to get it up the ground to the wing. Hits the ground. Quebec gathers. A hand pass out the back. Turn number 14. Great running there. Good kick. Didn't quite hit its mark, but gathered by the Quebec player. Kicks it down to the far pocket. Way down to the far pocket. Looks like it's gone over the boundary line. No, it has not. Umpire says play on, play on. DC has taken a kick that goes to kind of no one in particular, but still being contested, this footy. Gathered by Quebec. Hand pass to, can't tell who that is because their back is turned, but gathered, and it looks like holding the ball is the call again. Improper disposal perhaps as well. So DC now going into attack mode. The kick down the wing, a tumbler, handbreaker is what I like to call those. Gathered by DC, pushed down the wing. Now we're at half forward. DC gathers. It looks like wrapped up, slung to the ground. Not a sling tackle, though, but definitely holding the ball. Quebec is going to be able to attack from their half back. Quebec looking to kick down the wing, kind of a wobbly old kick. Finds a Quebec player. Another kick. wobbling, bouncing. Looks like DC is going to gather, pushing through a bunch of players. The hand pass, it just goes right into the hands of a Quebec player. And it looks like a late tackle after the kicker, maybe even a little high. Hard to tell from this vantage point, but either way, Quebec's got the free kick about the middle of the ground, kind of down the wing. She's looking. Here comes that kick, a nice penetrating kick down the wing, finds a DC player, tries to run through, tackled a bit, but umpire says play on. Contested ball all around the ground. A lot of pressure from these players, as you can tell, around the footy. Ball up from the umpire. Big tap from Quebec toward the boundary line. Just kind of gathered around the boundary line there. Kick down the line. Looks like another free is given. Might have been some contact after that ball was released. The ball's coming back for a free to DC. DC just slowly moving the ball. We started the game in their defense, and now we're moving down to the wing. If they can just keep moving that ball forward, obviously that will benefit them. The kick down the wing did not hit its target. And looks like the ball rolled out of bounds. We're going to have a boundary throw in. Boundary throw in coming here. Umpire says, here it comes, ladies. Oh, it was a ball up, actually. So here we go. A lot of traffic around the footy. And kick down that same wing, the far wing. And, the Quebec player just bashes through to DC Eagles. Punches through. Quebec full forward. She had a chance. She got cleaned up almost immediately. Looks like that was high contact. No, yep, maybe high contact there. And Quebec is going to get its first shot for goal, looks like. It looks like inside 50 from this vantage point, probably about 40 meters out. Here comes the kick. A little errant kick off the boot into the arms of a DC player who fumbles it. So the ball is still loose, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a slug match if it continues this way. And it looks like we're going to have a ball up right in the goal square. Ball's up. Players bounce straight down. Somewhat he punched the ball forward, just trying to get it out of the danger zone. Quebec gathers, trying to make something of it. Couldn't quite make that turn for a shot on goal. Looks like we're going to have another stoppage. Push in the back, I believe, is the call. So Quebec is going to have another shot for goal, about 50 meters out. Might be outside her range. But here we go. Good kick into the arms. Looks like a mark taken by DC. DC trying to figure out what to do. A big switch here going to the, doesn't find his target. Quebec had a chance. Nice way to apply pressure from DC. The backs are working really hard. Gathered by Quebec for a shot on goal, which is going to be just wide for a minor score. So a couple minutes into the game, well, more than a couple, we've got only a minor score, 0-1 for Quebec, 1 point to 0 for DC at the moment. The kick out comes, well, quick, gathered by DC, penetrating kick down the middle of the ground, finds the winger for DC. Kick, spiral kick, kind of going, bouncing. Is it going to find the boundary line? Is it going to find the boundary line? A little bit of contact, pushing the back, says our umpire. So we're going to have a free kick for DC. This should get into the danger zone, the scoring zone. Nice big kick. Right through the arms of the Quebec back. Looks like it was gathered. Still getting contested. No one can get a clean hands on the ball. Here it goes. It's rolling. The Quebec backs are trying to get this organized and get it out. Ball just was going to be a mark, but dropped. Still contested. Still fighting. Umpire says, let's clean this up. I'm just going to ball it up. We'll restart. Nope, went over the boundary. Boundary line. No, it's a ball up. It's hard to tell. It's far away, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. Ball up. Still bouncing. No one has it. Looks like a DC player took possession, did not dispose properly, did not try to dispose properly. It's going to be a free kick to Quebec, I believe, if I'm reading the hand signals right. Players are trying to figure out who's there. Yep, it's a free kick to Quebec. Players are pushing down toward the wing. Quebec player trying to figure out what is going to happen. A kick down that wing. Doesn't find a target. Goes to ground again. Looks like that one did go over the boundary. No, did not go over the boundary. They're still fighting over it. And you've got to appreciate when you're fighting over the footy like that, when it's loose, the fitness that it takes to do that over and over and over again is something to behold. So kudos to the on-ballers for both clubs to be able to handle that. So a big kick coming from Quebec into the back line of, or DC into the back line of Quebec. Looks like it went over the boundary line in the back pocket. No, it looks like it was kicked on the full by DC. So Quebec's going to get another shot to get this out of the danger zone. Kick coming. Nice big high kick. Big pack around the footy. Looks like it dropped to ground. Touched by a couple of players. Going to be fought over. Looks like the Quebec player was able to pick up. Tackled in the back by the DC player. And Quebec is going to have another shot to get this out of the danger zone. This is definitely a war of attrition, this game. Nice mark taken by the Quebec player in the pack. Just read the flight of the footy better than everyone. So now Quebec going into attack mode. Trying to figure out who is open. Where are the leads coming? Nice big kick. Into a pack. It looks like punched away by DC, punched to ground. So here we go. Hand pass forward to Quebec. So I'm not sure what the adjudication is there. But it looks like it's going to be probably late or high contact, and DC is going to get a chance to now go into attack mode. So about a 30-meter kick. Finding great second effort by the Quebec player there on the wing, taking that mark. So here we go. Big kick, nice and high into a pack, almost taken by a Quebec player, but dropped. Now everyone's trying to get organized. Big tap there. DC player says, let's just punch it forward, see what happens. Quebec gathers, pushing it out to number 14. Number 14 for Quebec. Abigail McDonald plays on quickly, gathers again. Abigail pushes that ball forward to Quebec. Doesn't get a kind bounce. Number 22 is waiting for it. Hand pass to number 2 for Quebec, and a shot for goal coming quickly, I'm sure, if Quebec can just get organized. But the DC backs are all over it. Number 2. Alexandra Thompson there had a chance, I think, but now we're going to have a ball up. The Ruckmen do the tap. Ruck women, I should say. Here we go. Oh, a nice shoulder right over the ball. That was totally legal and fun to do, if you ask this player. So we're going to have a ball up. There it is. Oh, a little contact with the umpire, not on purpose, but we're going to do that again as the umpire was leaving that contest. Players kind of colliding a bit. Nothing in that. Ball up again. Ball goes to ground. Hand pass for DC. Hand pass to DC to hand pass to DC. A little bit of trouble. Got the ball away. DC driving the ball forward. Driving the ball forward. Gathered again. Oh, look at Quebec hunting in packs there. They had at least four players around the footy just going with it to give themselves an advantage there. Looks like the ball's tangled up. We're going to have a ball up here pretty much right in front of this commentary booth. Ball is up. Big tap coming. A nice big punch by the DC Ruck woman, I should say. And it looks like we've got a free going to DC. DC is going to get a chance here to punch it into the red zone. Here we go. A nice targeted kick. Didn't find a player. Punched away by Quebec into number 17. Quick hand pass. Quick hand pass. And a punch. Oh, it looks like it just an errant kick. Didn't find its target there, Quebec. And I believe we've got a maybe holding the jumper. I'm not quite sure. So a kick coming from number 15, Caroline Ledoux. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Nice big kick. Going into a pack of players. Drop to ground. Play on is the call. Players trying to get themselves organized. Everyone pulling and shoving. Umpire says, too tangled. I'm going to throw it up, ladies. So the restart coming. A lot of players around the ball. Taken by a DC player. Kicked out into space. To no one in particular. The Quebec winger there just is going to punch it right into the goal, or to attempt to put it in the goal mouth. Cut off by about 4 or 5, maybe 6 players there. Pack is coming in. Probably going to get tangled up here in a bit, but just trying to get it organized. But I love the desperation from the DC backs just to bottle it up, tangle it up, and then get it out of the danger zone. A running Quebec player can't quite get a good purchase. Looks like an improper disposal or holding the ball was the call. DC is going to get a chance to get this out of their back line and reorganize their attack. A spiraling kick goes out. A big switch there to the other pocket. Number 5 for DC, Caitlin Tilsed. Punches it out. Quebec player there running free. Number 16, Isabelle Senecal. Kicking it back. I'm not sure. Looks like there was a free that wasn't given, so we're going to do a restart here. So Quebec player number 2. But a kick into the boundary, right, finds its target. Number 15, Caroline Ledoux again. Based on experience, this could be in her range. And is in her range. Not quite on target. Into the goal mouth, right in front of the behind post there. Punched away. Gathered and punched away into the air. Oh, the Quebec player almost had the mark there in the pocket, but wrapped up immediately by number 25. Number 25, Stephanie Hauer, making a crucial tackle there just so that the Quebec player could not get any space to make a decision. Or worse, go for goal. Tap to the ground. DC, quick hand pass into space. Wrapped up immediately, and the ball is dropped. So we're going to have most likely Quebec getting a free kick. Number 14, Abigail McDonald. Kick for goal. Looks good. Looks good from here. Umpire says nope. A behind. So Quebec 0-0 or 0-2 rather, 2 points. DC 0. DC just trying to get it out, just desperation, just get it out of the scoring zone. The kick out was gathered by Quebec, wrapped up immediately, pretty aggressively and pretty hard, and the umpire says, no, that was a bit too hard. So Quebec is going to get a kick in. Quebec player saying, come on, ladies, get organized. The kick comes in. Nice, good kick down the wing. Almost caught by the DC winger. Wrapped up. We're going to have another ball up here. The ball upcoming. Oh, great tap by number 30 there. Number 30, Mallory Fries. Bounce, bit of twisty from the Quebec player. Didn't quite get the result that she wanted. And we've got a free given to Quebec. Can't see the number of the kicker here, but here it comes. Nice straight kick. Almost finds its target, but not quite. DC able to just drive the ball forward. Gathered by the Quebec player. Punches it up. It looks like we're going to have not a mark. Oh, no, it is awarded. I think she heard some footsteps, and I can't tell the number just yet, but a kick coming quick from Quebec. There it is. The switch is coming. Time and space, number 16, Isabelle Senecal. Quick kick again. drops to the ground. Number 22, Krista Kent, into the goal square. Desperation. I love the desperation. It's my favorite word. Here we go. Great job for the DC backs. They are really doing the hard work here to bottle that up. So the ball up comes. And the tap to ground to no one in particular. Number 14 gets a shot on goal. And a mark taken by number 15 with a shot. Looks like right across the goal face into the other pocket. So it's still on for young and old. Kicked into the danger zone. A huge pack of players. Nice roving by the Quebec player. Still live. Looks like over the boundary line there on the commentary side of the goalposts. So we're going to get a boundary throw in. Hits the ground, no one touching it. A kick up high, not quite the distance. Not a kind bounce at all. And looks like another behind for Quebec. 0 goals, 3 behinds for Quebec. 0-0 is the score. Incredibly unkind bounce from that attempt on goal. Quick kick out. Nice big long kick out. Right almost into the middle of the ground. DC trying to get organized with the hand passes, but just the pressure from Quebec disrupts that attempt. We're going to have another ball up. Ball up coming. Nice big tap going DC's way, but gathered by Quebec. Hand pass with a quick kick bouncing into the hands of number 5 for DC. Another quick hand pass and gathered by Quebec. Another penetrating kick. Trying to create something here. DC gathers, bangs it forward. Great hand pass, great gather, great hand pass. Trying to get that ball out and drive it forward. Give yourselves a chance. Nice roving from the Quebec rover there into space. Number 14 disrupted by number 22 for DC. Number 22, Miriam Metter. Still being fought over, trying to drag. One-handed. Gets the disposal away. Almost the mark taken by number 5 there, and we've got a stoppage. So we have got halftime. The score on the Cooper scoreboard is 0 goals, 3 behinds, 3 for Quebec, and 0 for DC. Kind of a scrappy game, but the girls just trying to get themselves organized to move the ball forward. And that is not using the space as probably well as they should, but a ton of pressure from all the defensive players there. A few other sponsors I absolutely want to mention here. Visit Austin, live music capital of the world. That's where we're playing today. Aussie Sports USA, the official apparel provider of the USAFL. Qantas Airlines, the Spirit of Australia, the Australian Consulate General, down the road in Houston. 3 Cuts Gin, delicious. 3 Cuts Gin. Odin Mortgage and Tax, CyberSolve IQ, the inaugural cybersecurity partner of the USAFL, and the USL Foundation. Play on. This is Heater. I'll see you in the second half, and we will see you all soon.
This is a presentation of the United States Australian Football League, the USAFL.
Okay, fullback. Okay. Alex C, back pocket. Okay.
Hey, boys. All right. Use your voice all day. Use your voice, okay? Swannaroos on three. 1, 2, 3. Swannaroos. Let's go, boys. 1, 2, 3.
Strong in that corner was fantastic.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to restart DC Eagles versus Quebec Saints. We got a ball up, and immediately a whistle is blown for the second half. Looks like we had too many people, too many players in the center square, so it looks like we're going to start this second half of the free kick to Quebec. Now, if you're confused by the jumpers Quebec is wearing, about half the players are from North Texas, so they're wearing the North Texas jumper. So penetrating kick to start this second half into Quebec's scoring zone. Fought over. Gosh, there's like 10 players around that footy. DC doing another good job of just bottling things up. Looks like we're going to have a ball up here about 10 meters in front of the goal square. And here we go. Nice good ruck tap almost into the hands of DC, but a good hand pass into the DC ruck. And a kick out into down the wing. Finds number 17 for DC, who kicks it down the wing a little bit further. Number 17 to 17, but Quebec trying to get that penetrative kick into the scoring zone. Looks like play on was the call. Ball goes to ground with a hand pass out the back. Love those, with a nice big kick into space, down into the forward pocket of Quebec. Seeing it over the line are the DC backs, happy to use the boundary line as their friend, as they say. It looks like we're going to have a ball up, or boundary line throw in. No, ball up. A big ruck tap coming to no one in particular. A couple of rucks went to ground. Nice big kick into the danger zone, off target, just slightly off target. Quebec with another minor score. That's 0 goals, 4 behinds, 4 points to 0s so far for DC. So we're going to have a kick out here for DC. The DC players getting themselves organized. Here we go. Nice big kick into the pocket. Looks like it's going to find the boundary line. And those kickouts that find the boundary line are going to be a free kick coming back in for Quebec. So another scoring chance for Quebec. Quebec and North Texas, I should say, given the roster. And kick going, trying to find a Quebec player. I'll just keep calling him Quebec. Gathered by, I can't tell the number, but immediately wrapped up, but does able to find some space. DC not intercepted by Quebec, number 14. Almost found a lead, a great lead there, number 15, but a hand pass at the back. Pressure. Love to see the pressure by the forwards. I believe that was number 15, Carolyn Ledoux. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. But great pressure. Love to see forwards lay tackles. It's just demoralizing for the backs because they do all that hard work, you know. So a shot for goal here, about our distance. Here we go. Good looking kick. Going to be a little short into the goal square. Tapped. Looks like it was touched. Through for a behind. That's 0 goes 5 for Quebec to 0. There's another kick out for DC coming shortly. It's like a quick kick out, play on, looking like a game spread. Oh, almost taken by Quebec, that kick out. Maybe a push in the back, maybe not. Pile up, looks like it's going to be, umpire says, I think I'll just take it. We'll restart. So a restart coming, ball up in Quebec's forward pocket. Getting organized. The tap coming. No one tapped it. Hit the ground. Number 14, Leduc, I believe. Kicked it into the danger zone about 10 meters out from the goal square. And it looks like we've got another free. Maybe some high contact, maybe some late contact. But either way, it's going to be DC's free kick. And a 50 awarded. The number 17 player for Quebec did not deliver the footy as instructed to the DC player, and that is a 50-meter penalty. A chance for DC here to get this out of their danger zone. A quick kick coming, looks like off the boot. Almost found a DC player, gathered a hand pass. Looks like that hand pass was disrupted. Nice roving from the DC player. She's got it, takes a bounce. I love the bounce. A kick down the line, didn't go far, but it was almost gathered. A hand pass from Quebec. More fighting over the footy. It's just so trying to get something organized. Just trying to get something organized. The pressure from both sides defensively is really telling in this game. It just cannot get organized. Ball up. Nice big punch from the Quebec ruck. Gathered by Quebec. Hand pass out the back. Number 16. Nice big kick into space. Going to be a bit of a foot race here. Number 1, Rhiannon Drura. I'm not pronouncing that right, I'm sure. I'm sorry, Rhiannon. Touches the ball to the ground. Big bounce, a kind bounce for Quebec into the forward. Gathered by number 22 for DC. Number 22, I've mentioned her before. Miriam Metter. And a kick into about the middle of the ground. Nice big courageous mark taken there by the Quebec player. Can't see the number here just yet. But a potential opportunity for Quebec to get our first major scored. A nice, really great lead, really great mark. Number 14, Abigail McDonald, mentioned her a couple of times. Abigail plays for Quebec. And a scoring opportunity. A nice chip kick over into a pack. Bounces to no one in particular. And again, everyone piles in. Just DC desperate to bottle this up. Whistle is blown. And it looks like a free is being awarded to DC. Too much traffic to tell exactly why, but here we go. The kick out of the back line down into the pocket, almost taken by number 18 for DC. A big bump there, no whistle. Play on, says the umpire. Kick into danger taken by number 22 for Quebec. Number 22, Krista Kent. Nope, and it's going to be pulled back. Looks like there was another call. That's going to mean a ball up. All right. So here we go. A nice restart. Ball up coming. Here we go. Not too many people around the footy, but a big punch going DC's way. Gathered by Quebec. Hand pass out the back to... Oh, nice. Don't argue. Gets the footy back. Another don't argue. Says, get away. I would like to have a shot for goal, please. Into the danger zone. Nice way that, oh, I love the way DC has just got numbers around the footy, especially in defense. They're just not getting the Quebec forwards any space whatsoever. Trying to figure out, chip kick over the top, goes right in the hands of the Quebec player, looking for the number there. She looks familiar. Number 17, Gabrielle Bureau. And a nice, well, a kick going in, looks like into space, looks like didn't quite get its intended target. Falls in the hands of the DC back, chips it over, finds number 17 who plays on. She's going to try to get something going here for DC. Nice mark there taken by number 21, Morgan Doherty. Morgan looking to take that kick. Nice high kick into space. Doesn't find anyone. Roved by Quebec. A nice big hand pass. And a chip kick over the top. Trying to find number 15. Trying to find Carolyn Ledoux again. Looks like that might be an improper disposal. Nope. Play on, says the umpire. No whistles are getting blown. Quebec looks like to have a little bit of space. A chip kick there over the top. Trying to find somebody. A pack of players there. Disrupted by number 13. And a hard tackle. And holding the ball is the call. Great tackle there by number 13, Catherine Cowell. And apologize. Unless your name is Smith, Jones, or Moore, I'm going to mispronounce your last name, so apologize in advance. Kick out coming, or a free for DC into a pack of players. Right, almost the mark taken by Quebec. Number 13 gathers her own dropped footy and was trying to make something of it, but a hand pass organization got it penetrating again. Almost another mark taken by, I believe that was DC's ruck. And Quebec trying to organize, immediately wrapped up. Might have been an improper disposal there. Yes, it was. You can't throw the footy, ladies and gentlemen, at least when the umpire can see it. I have no experience in that particular area, but a kick out coming. Or not kick out, free rather. Kick to, finds the target, number 17. Mentioned her name before. Alex Trollope. Down the wing, a big kick. That was probably the biggest kick of the day. Looks like it's going to have been found and marked by the Quebec player. Quick kick coming. Trying to find number 7 there. Not punched down by the defense from DC. And now we've got another kind of melee going on as we've had so far. Looked like that ball may have been thrown. The umpire says no, play on. And it's so tangled up, ladies and gentlemen, as it's been a lot of this game. Neither team wanting to give it, and so much as an inch around the footy. We're going to have another ball up. Here we go. The punch back to the DC player, not taken cleanly. So we've got a Quebec player coming right in front of, it looks like a hand injury of some variety, which can happen here in this game. We're going to another ball up. Ball up coming. Here we go. Big punch. Not to anyone in particular. Both teams trying to get themselves organized around the ball. Who wants it? Who wants it more? Umpire says nobody wants it more. I'll take it then. Here we go. And we've got a Quebec player a little bit slow to get up. She'll be all right. Ball up coming. Here comes the tap. Tap to ground. Almost taken by DC, I should say. Holding the ball is the call. Once you get that footy, you have to make an effort to dispose it at some point, especially when you're about to be tackled. Not a lot of room to make that decision. Might be an unkind call, but here we go. Chance for DC. Big kick into the half forward. Play on is the call. Forwards from DC are trying to get something going. A nice big tackle, holding the ball. Great work from the DC, or rather the Quebec back, to make sure that number 22 paid for taking that mark in her back line. Kick free coming Kind of a wobbly old kick. Bounces kind of funny. Take it. Oh, it looks like it's gathered by Quebec with a nice big penetrating kick to number 22. Foot race coming now. Everywhere around the ball. Who wants it more? Kick to the forwards over the top. This could be something interesting. Quebec trying to get themselves organized. Looks like it went over the boundary line. So, yes, over the boundary line. No score. We're going to have a boundary line throw in here right in front of goals, pretty much. Just right to the right of the behind post. No, there's a ball up in another area. That's interesting. Okay, here we go. Kick out. Looks like another behind for Quebec. Quebec now 0 goals, 6 behinds to 0. It's still a one-kick game, ladies and gentlemen. A goal by DC would tie this up. Quebec able to gather, get organized. A hand pass from a running player into the hands of a mark called play on. Ruck decided to play on. Hand pass off a kick. That was marked. Great use of the space there. Can't see the number just yet. Can't see the number just yet. But here we go. It's probably a little outside of range, but nice big kick. Big pack of players there. Bounces along the ground. Could it go through? Gathered by Quebec. Just could not get good purchase. Number 22 as a shot. And another behind. Number 22, Krista Kent with a shot on goal. Just wasn't quite lined up right. So now it's 0 goals. 7 behind. 7 points to 0. Quebec extending their lead by the smallest of margins, but still pretty much dominating the attack play here today. Kick out goes over the boundary line, so we're going to see a free kick. A couple of quick changes by Quebec. Looking for a boundary line throw in, most likely. Not sure what's going on here. A bit of discussion before we get the restart. Some players seem to be playing. Okay, here we go. Ball up. Big punch. Going to no one in particular. Gathered by Quebec. Shot on goal coming. Here we go. Another behind. 0 goals. 8 behinds, 8 points to 0. You kind of feel a goal is in the wind. Speaking of wind, wind has definitely picked up here in the second half. There was virtually none in the first half, and now we've got a wind that is favoring the Quebec attack. Not too strong, but certainly a little gusty that could certainly give them an advantage. Kick out coming for DC. Nice big DC. Players around the footy, almost to mark there by the DC player. Under pressure as always. Another kick coming out almost to the wing. Oh, uncon bounce. And number 12, Priscilla Packer for North Texas, really was hoping that would just come right into her hands. But as you know, the footy does not care how you want it to bounce. It does its own thing and just bounce toward the boundary line. So we're going to have a boundary line throw in. And a tap into the feet of the DC player, not taken cleanly by anyone in particular. Hand pass out the back or forward to DC under a lot of pressure. Gets the kick away. That was desperation. I love that. Gathered by DC. DC now into attack mode for the first time in a long time, but disrupted by Quebec. Quebec not taking it cleanly. Oh, DC's got numbers around the footy, though. Number 18 for Quebec, number 18, Allison Monahan, was able to gather it, kick it down, disrupted, no mark taken, bouncy. Here we go, number 17 was able to get a kick, trying to find target, not finding anybody. Oh, a nice kick to number 12, Priscilla Packer. Oh, nice big hits from the DC back. Disrupted that attack, and now DC's trying to get something organized, so desperate for a goal here. And I'm not seeing, what is the umpire saying, a ball up? Yeah, we've got another ball up. Don't have any stats on how many ball ups, but it has been a lot, which tells you the desperation around the footy in this match. Here we go, the tap to the ground. Quebec trying to rove. Someone rolling over her back there. No one getting clean purchase. There's just so much pressure around the footy. No one is able to get their hands on the footy cleanly, but it looks like DC's able to gather. That was a great use of the football. Just follow the ball as it rolls. Give it a little tap. Let it come to your hands as you're running onto it. Able to get an attacking kick and bottled up by Quebec. Looks like we're going to have a ball up. Quebec's backs did a really good job of just bottling things up. Here we go. Ball up again. Tap to ground. Looks like it's going to it was fought over and won by Quebec. A little bit of space finally. A kick. Kind of a wobbly old kick. It's going forward, though. Going in the right direction. Disrupted by Quebec. A kick out into space. Oh, that was a great gather. Number 17, Alex Trollope. Still fighting. 3-on-1. 3-on-1, and she's still fighting. May have gotten a free kick. May not have gotten a free kick. Alex Trollope there doing the hard work. 3-on-1, trying to fight her way through. Is rewarded. Actually, I'm sorry. A free went the other way. The other 17. Kick out to the boundary line. Oh, huge hit. Huge bounce around the footy. That's legal, ladies and gentlemen. Right in front of the commentary booth. They're fighting. They're fighting. And the aggressiveness around the football, now that it's right in front of the commentary booth, is very easy to see. We're going to have another ball up. Good to see some of these girls are wearing mouth guards because they look like they need them. Here comes the tap. Tap to no one. All along the ground. Trying to kick, trying to find the footy. A little bit of tap there. Looks like, yep, another ball up. Ladies are working very, very, very hard around the football. Here's our ball up, trying to maneuver. Number 6 for DC made a great tap there. Courtney McGorm, sorry. Trying to throw the ball out, not literally, but figuratively. Nice kick forward. Quebec trying to get control as the ball rolls around. A hand pass. Again, 4 DC players around the footy versus 2. Great numbers. We always say we like to hunt in packs in this game. And both teams doing a phenomenal job of doing that. Here comes the penetrating kick. Very high, right in front of the commentary booth. Who wants it? Number 11 for Quebec almost got it. Megan Rye. Looks like that ball was thrown up. Umpires recognized that almost immediately. Unfortunately, number 23 for DC, Kendall Bedford, an aspirant for the national team, so I'm told. And number 11 for Quebec, Megan Rye, about to try to get some attack going for Quebec. Looking for a lead. Where are you, ladies? Who's leading, she says. I'd like to kick it to someone. Play on is the call for the umpire. And that is our match. On the Cooper scoreboard, 0 goals, 8 behinds, 8 points to Quebec and North Texas, I guess we should say. And a few other clubs, looks like, from the roster, to 0. That scoreline does not show how hard both teams fought for the football today. I mean, it was a pretty much even match. Just those scoring opportunities came to Quebec, and no major scores, but certainly made them pay when they had the opportunity. Want to thank you all again. My name's Heater. We'll go through the paperwork here, as you can probably literally hear. Our sponsors. We could not do this without our sponsors. Tasmanian, the Quiet Pursuit of the Extraordinary. Cooper's, I love Cooper's beer. It's Australian made, Australian owned. Cooper's beer. Visit Austin, the live music capital of the world. Aussie Sports USA, the official apparel partner of the USAFL. Qantas Airlines, the spirit of Australia. The Australian Consulate General in Houston. 3 Cuts Gin, lovely. If you haven't tried some, do it. 3 Cuts Gin. Odin Mortgage and Tax. CyberSolve IQ, the inaugural cybersecurity partner of the USAFL, and the USAFL Foundation. Play on. Again, I'm Heater. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time.